Taylor, defensively, just what do you think led to, you look at the numbers, felt like one of your better defensive performances?
I thought our guys were great tonight. We talked about the morning shoot around, about the level of physicality, on ball, presence that we need to have. Obviously, transition defense was a big focal point, only giving up 5 despite 15 turnovers, only 5 fast break points. Credit to our guys doing that. But then we said, with the multiple actions this team plays out of, the drive and kick heavy, nature of their offense, I thought our guys did a really good job just keeping bodies in front of them, not giving them angles, kind of disrupted their drive and kick as best as possible. But I thought our on-ball defense was really good. Our rotations were really good. The activity overall was really good, in my opinion. This team had been scoring at a really high rate in the paint, holding them in the mid-40s, and then the transition numbers. I thought our guys did a fantastic job. I thought Marcus did a really, really good job on Vassell. Different guys that got opportunities too, but him especially, knowing that Vassell was, kind of a focal point to the game plan. So overall, very impressive defensive performance by the group.
Taylor, what did you like about the offense in the second half, compared to the first half?
Yeah, obviously they went on a run there, hit a couple of threes. I think they hit 3 threes, one like an 11-0 run when we had built, a 10-point lead. But we just kept stressing the guys, even with Wembanyama out there, blocking shots and him collapsing and, taking away the rim against us, they still were shifting. And if we could just trust the early pass, when we needed the ball on time, on target, we've been stressing, delivering, passes in rhythm, to let our guys shoot in on time, but have the best chance to knock them down. I thought our ball movement was just a whole lot better. Screening angles were great, so we could get a piece of the paint. Making that early pass out was really good. But luckily tonight, even with our offense, only shooting 31% from the 3-point line, getting to the foul line, getting downhill, screening angles was a big key. And then obviously our defensive activity, sealed the win for us.
And then when it looks like he banged his knee on the court pretty hard at the end of the first half, does your heart kind of sink or skip a beat there as you saw him kind of grabbing at that? And obviously it looks like he's okay.
Yeah, no, he's fine. I think whether it was the ground or knee to knee, because it was kind of like a bang bang play. Obviously, I was kind of curious how he was going to respond, but luckily he got up, and when the halftime buzzer went off, I asked him. He said, "No, I'm fine. I'm good. Just gotta just shake it off and all that stuff." And luckily, I don't think it impacted him at all in the second half.
Taylor, so what's just the message to your guys as far as getting those paint touches when you have a defender like Wembanyama that covers so much ground, kind of takes away a lot of different angles with his size and length? Just what's your message to the guys on generating those paint touches despite of his presence?
It takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of, next action mentality. Obviously, our screening angles, knowing that they were trying to go under a lot, was really important part of the game plan offensively. Thought we did a, fairly decent job. I thought that led to a lot of our downhill attacks. But obviously only 2 game sample size against him. He comes out of nowhere. You've got to get him moving laterally side to side. You got to put him in different spots on the floor. Sometimes he's in the main action. Sometimes he's in the strong side. He's the weak side. Sometimes he's coming. Sometimes he's not coming. You just got to find, those cracks to be able to get to the paint, get to the rim. And when he does come, you see that, big presence there, just trusting that early pass. So obviously we're going to be facing him for a really long time. It's a big part of our offensive game plan, knowing how we got to put him in different spots and hopefully get him to not be in great position to rotate, knowing that he can cover, a mile in 1 or 2 steps. So, it's going to be more, work on our offense the next 2 games that we play in this season, just to understand how we can still get to the paint in a variety of different ways. It's going to be a great challenge for us.
Coach, I saw you embrace Pop after the game. Just how much do you enjoy these head-to-head chess games with, guys like Pop, other great coaches in the NBA?
He's greatest of all time. It's an honor to be able to share the court with him. He's meant so much to me in my development. The staffs that have been in San Antonio giving me my opportunity. But every time you're going to play a Greg Popovich coach team, it's going to be a challenge. The effort that they play with every single night, the game within the game, the X's and O's, the strategies, his game plan adjustments, his lineup adjustments, his creativity on the offensive side. But he gets his guys to play so hard on both sides of the floor, and you can see it in the result tonight. They make it extremely tough, for you defensively and offensively. I give our guys a lot of credit, with the intensity they played with, on the ball, as I said, in our activity and rotations, because they do a great job playing multiple actions. Different guys can attack, come off of DHOs, pick and rolls, drive, kick. They share the ball so well. It's a great challenge, and hopefully it makes us all better.
With Derek, what can you tell us update-wise, I guess, on him at this point?
Yeah, I just felt something in the back of his leg. I didn't get all the details. I'm going to go check with the medical staff right after this, so I think further evaluation. But we just, out of precaution, didn't want to put him back out there.
Hey, Coach, in the last game, a lot of players said communication was a big issue in the Denver win. How much improved was communication tonight against San Antonio?
Yeah, another step. We still got a long way to go. I think we've regressed the last couple of games. I challenged the guys this morning that we've come out flat, on both sides of the floor. We know defense fuels our offense. I've said that for 4+ years now. But I'm going to say it again. I thought our activity defensively was a better, effort tonight compared to the most recent games where we're trying to dictate a little bit more. Obviously, we played some high-level offenses, that make it extremely tough on you. But just our presence on the ball, our rotations, our communication was much better. But that's something we continue to challenge each other with, and I've got to be the first to do that for them.
Hey, Coach, y'all won the rebound the belt after being dominated the last couple of games. Is there anything specifically in practice that y'all focused on to ensure that y'all did better against Victor?
Just calling it out. I mean, that's what our guys have been doing, and our team talks about, all the little things that matter, where we've been struggling the last couple of games, especially defensively, just alluded to the communication, the on-ball presence and whatnot, but just our lack of, physicality and building out. So we work our tails off to, force contested shots as much as possible. We rotate, obviously you got to reward yourselves, but much better effort tonight, especially with a team that I think they scored 21 second chance points against us in game one. Much better job tonight. Great. Thanks, everyone.